But why don't you give Nayib Bukele a chance? Right. Last thing I'm gonna say, because it's clicking in my head. What people were saying with the dictatorship factor. Okay, so let's talk about the quote unquote dictatorship of Nayib Bukele, right? So are his actions of him, you know, changing the laws and regulations so he could be elected again, is that a form of dictatorship? Yes, right. But there is a reason why around 90% of the people wanted to reelect him. So you look at that as a dictatorship, but dictatorship in your eyes has always been bad. But why don't you give Nayib Bukele a chance? Right? Where point to me where was the last dictator that actually did the amount of changes positively for a country as Nayib Bukele has done and continues to do in 6 years, by the way. We went from the murder capital of the world, I think in 2015, to the one of the cleanest in the nation. So how come we don't? I guess we don't give the credit when it's due, when it comes from murder per capita leading the world to now one of the cleanest per capita in the nation. What we're seeing in El Salvador is a positive one, and he has to make changes and decisions that he sees fit for the country. Again, let's not act as if cleaning the streets from gang members is a small feat, guys. We always go back to that, but because of the cleaning of the streets is why everything else is happening now. But again, if this is what right now a dictatorship, quote unquote, according to you guys, some of you guys, a dictatorship is looking like, then let it be that way. This is the best El Salvador has ever been. You guys are talking about, oh, wait until it gets bad. I'm like, brother, it's been bad. We've been at the bottom of the bottom. There is nothing worse we can get down to, bro. I'm like, dude, it can't get worse. I need you to understand this. It cannot get worse for us. But I prefer him having the power over gang members, over gang violence, over my people dying, innocent people, by the way, dying every day. I prefer Nayib Bukele having that quote unquote power of dictatorship.